Incoming hail.
Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated.
I didn't know I had
special
anything.
Orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
Why? You gonna tell me what's going on here?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there.
Why?
Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
I mean, we don't really have the guns to outshoot 2 battleships, so I guess we stand down.
Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
Ooh, this isn't going to be good.
Boarding a vessel like this certainly brings back memories.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
I have no control.
The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir.
I should have slept before, shouldn't I? Got my health back. Getting Expanse vibes, though.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Who are you?
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into.
What mess?
That's all you need to know for now.
There's nothing to discuss. I've done nothing wrong.
Well, we'll see about that. First, let me see what we're working with here. Seems you had a bit of a reckless past. Always fancied yourself as a wild one, eh? We can work with that.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh,
None of your business.
Look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
Bet my shoe size isn't on your records.
Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that.
You do that.
Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do?
Why don't you tell me?
UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
If whatever you're selling me gets me off the hook, then I'm listening.
Smart decision. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
Sounds personal.
It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
I didn't realize coercion was part of the UC SysDef's code of ethics.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
Do you want an answer right now?
You aren't leaving until I have an answer.
Huh. Alright. I'm in. For now.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go.
Oh, where's Sarah?
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new role, huh?
So he thinks.
All alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
More than you.
Okay,
Still,
hello.
it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go
Pardon.
around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
This guy's a bit of a prick, isn't he?
Alright, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
You better hope I don't see you again. Remember what I said? Can I have a coffee? It's mine now.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Maintenance crews are the unsung heroes of the Vigilance.
Oh, you're one of these.
Vincent Betty does a ton of work keeping things shipshape.
He loves the old maintenance corps. Those doors are really weird. Hi. Fancy bridge?
Yes? What?
It's not really enough
Yes.
natural light, though. I see you went for the power studs.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home.
Nah.
This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
I don't like it. Where's the Vigilance located right now?
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
I mean, we did pick persuasion, so I really should go with the option. Get me in a room with them and I'll talk them into anything.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, So you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Where'd you get the contraband?
That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously hauling it will be spending the rest of their life in prison.
It doesn't sound like an ironclad plan to me.
Well, it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Point the way and I'll get it done.
Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
I'm just doing this for the money.
Fine. Whatever gets the job done. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear.
I'm in charge.
As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
I don't exactly do well following rules and regulation.
Well, you better learn quick. Otherwise, I'll start looking for someone to take your place. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
How will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. Good luck.
Place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Toft.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
That's if I'm accepted into the Crimson Fleet.
You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground.
Muffle him.
I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
If there's incriminating data out there, I'll find it.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
I could push pretty hard too. You feel like talking about it? Maybe over a drink?
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
I'm no hero. I'm here because I have no choice.
I was hoping that you'd be inspired into thinking this is more than a punishment. It appears that I was wrong. I suppose we'll simply have to motivate you in a different way. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Sounds good to me. So, credits. Now you're speaking my language.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch, Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
What if I get caught with a container of Aurora in my cargo hold?
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. We'll be here if you need us.
I really don't think I will. I feel like this is on you.
Howdy. Yes, what?
What an absolute stitch up.
Yes?
They were probably tracking us from when we left Crete. You know what I said about seeing you again? If I had full health, I'd consider it. I kinda like this espionage vibe though.